You ever have Papa John's and they have like the garlic butter
Oh,
sauce?
bitch!
What is that?
I don't know. It's honestly
put that in a car and it'll go.
Semen,
Literally.
dude. It is so good.
I would
stuff.
jerk off with that stuff.
I have.
Yes.
Comedy podcast. We're
Comedy
in. Joe
podcast.
Santagato, thank you for joining us today. You got the ankles out.
Ankles are out, yeah, for sure.
Dude, big New Balance guy.
They're comfortable. I'm like
I
a
feel like
dad now.
shoes in the city are like the kind of car. It's like, you know, that whatever shoe you have, that would be your car on the street, you know?
What does that mean? So what car is this?
That does check. Well, what? So based on
super
the,
chill sick
Let's
one.
get these on.
Oh,
on
we got the
camera
ankle
here.
socks.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Women are now dry. How do we feel about that?
dude. I will say that's a lot of flexibility. I would not
What do
have
you
guessed
mean?
that you. Dude, that's not bad. That's
Well,
not bad.
You can get your ass eaten pretty quick in this town, so you got to be
100%.
ready.
Yeah,
You got to
I
be
could.
ready on
I
edge.
could. 100%.
Are you into it or no?
What do you mean by that? Like into it is what I mean.
Would if somebody did it, would you be, hey, what are you doing down there? You'd be, hey, all
I
right.
wouldn't do that, but I wouldn't be like,
You wouldn't.
I
request
need
it.
this.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not into it. Like, if I'm not gonna, beat someone.
This is
off my
on my
ass.
vision board. Eat my
Yeah,
ass.
exactly.
On the
It's not gonna be
menu?
like that.
Okay. Okay.
I guess what I was trying to say is like,
Yeah.
since you walk around so much in the city, you don't have a car to show off like, this is who I am, my personality. So the shoes are kind of like, that is your...
Nah.
No?
Not. I mean, yeah. In New York, yeah, I would say that's probably the thing. I just never got into it. I had like one pair of shoes growing up for like the longest time. Like going out, playing basketball, same sneaker. That's
Really?
it.
No,
Yeah.
really. So you
Swear to
would
God.
walk and play ball in the same shoes.
100%. When
I
I
really
was
gotta-
younger, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But not
But,
like.
but now...
But no, I got
Now you got-
1,000 sneakers.
Yeah. Dude, I was the guy who showed up to a court in Vans. I'm like, dude, if you see a kid pulling up with Vans, you know he's going to get dunked on.
Or just
Well,
socks and sandals. That's another one.
Here's
too.
the thing,
But
though.
that's a sleeper one. That would be like, does he got another pair in the bag?
Yeah, always.
I will say with the Vans though, it's just in my head you're either trash or you're trying to play down that you're disgustingly good at basketball.
Yeah.
So you should be careful with the dude with Vans because he might be disgustingly good.
The socks and sandals shit too. Like
Correct.
if you're just walking around with a drawstring bag and you're like usually
Yeah.
they're really good at ball.
You know
Yeah.
what's interesting is all hoopers that are really good, they walk around like
They don't give a fuck.
Like, but like they're
there's like a
heavy. Does
limp.
that make sense?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
walk around like
They
everything's
got that
heavy.
post nut walk, you know?
Exactly.
They're just like-
Exactly. It's like
But,
that.
like,
Or sometimes they got a fucked up leg, and you're
Yeah,
like, why?
well,
But they
what-
just never miss from three. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but all the basketball players when I went to college, like you seeing them walk, like it was like this, like it's like their body and their brain were disconnected. Your brain would be like, walk, you'd be like, all right. Like it was so like,
Like he's mad. Like he just got out of practice, mad sore, and you're like, bro, just like walk like a person.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
what's going on here?
the water bottle jug is the size of a Fiat.
But the layup lines, they're still doing it, and then the game starts, and you go, Jesus,
Yeah,
this
it's
guy
next
moves like a
level.
mongoose.
Of course.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Now
It's
you're
like this
athletic.
weird, like, oh, I'm an injured elk. And you're like, no, you're not. You're fitting to dunk from a 3-point line. I saw it.
I would milk it though too. If I played for the team, I'd be walking all weird.
Of course, bro.
I'd
I mean,
do
if you walk
anything.
onto a court and you got like socks and sandals on, you're just like, well, I guess I'll try.
Yeah. I
couple
guess
of
I'll try
years.
this.
And then you're
that
like,
way.
oh, I'll put on my sneaker. Then
Yeah,
you're
I
like,
guess I'm an MC.
Yeah.
Turn it on.
But you got to have that duality.
because if you miss, it's like, oh, he's not even trying. That's
Yeah.
why I do it, you know?
Right.
Like, so if I'm at the park and I'm just
yeah.
like, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, you know, just
But
hoping
then
up.
if
see
you have
me on
to,
the
you
real
know,
courts, see me at the Y.
Exactly. So you got to just play it cool. So
My-
you can start missing and shit.
My favorite guys are the old hoopers. Those are my favorite guys.
Bro.
Like two knee guards, really high socks, like older kind of Conversey things, really low shorts, and always headband. But these old man hoopers,
Yeah.
when they actually can play, they're for real, can't miss, and they will body you until you fall down.
They set picks. Bro.
Picks!
There was a guy at the park. We used to call him old school. We used to call him old school
You
because
call him old school?
Yeah,
I love
to
that.
his face. But he would just fucking yell at everybody, and he's setting backdoor screens. Go, go, go! And
Yeah.
he's got the headband and everything.
Yeah.
And he's like a big, solid dude.
'Cause you have
Sucks,
dad
though.
strength. You have-
Sucks.
Oh, it sucks.
But he's just
Okay.
a big like force in the paint, and he's just
yeah.
hitting you and shit. Like guy plays dirty, old school.
I like that though. He's
Yeah.
the kind of guy who like will leave a screen for you and then like at half be like, you see that screen though, right?
Yeah.
This
And
is
if
all
he
for
sets you a screen, you come off of it and you shoot and you miss, forget about it.
Oh,
Damn.
he's pissed.
Never giving you the ball again.
Damn.
Also, the problem is too. It's like the reason he's setting hard screens is because he misses his ex-wife. Do you know what I mean?
Probably.
So he hits you and he goes Sheridan, and he like that doesn't have
Hooping
anything to
to
do
hide
with
the
you.
pain is crazy.
100%. Also, like, bro,
I get it.
I'm 14. Like you're in your 60s.
Yeah.
The fact that you're here playing with us is a little weird.
Yeah.
Right.
There's something
Let's
going
see
on.
some
Right.
paperwork
Are
here.
you Catholic?
Are you are you legally allowed to be here? all
Yeah,
right?
like were you an altar boy? Is there some stuff you're like suppressing here? I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I also would say too. It's so funny because when you were like 10, 11, 12 playing basketball and you had that old school guy, he was probably 30. And in your head,
Best case scenario,
in your head, there's like, yo, this guy's
43.
68.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like your young
right.
brain thinks like a 32-year-old is like 81 years old.
I remember feeling like when I was in like first or second grade or something, being like, yo, fifth graders are fucking huge.
Oh yeah, dude.
And then I got to fifth grade and I was like 100 pounds. And I'm like,
Yeah.
But that always would like when you were a senior in high school and you see the freshmen, you're like, dude, I was never that fucking small. Look at these losers.
Yeah.
I was way bigger than that. You see the photo, I have like a bowl cut. My eyes are tweaked out. I look like a tech deck.
yeah,
Dude,
like you had life figured out at that point. You're like,
No,
Did you
but, like-
ever have a person that was in college come back to high school to visit, and they came back and like, yo, are you an R&B star? Like they came back and everyone was like, yo,
I didn't like that person.
I hate those motherfuckers.
oh yeah,
bro.
they're not good
But
people.
like,
No.
they'd always walk into my art class and be like, yo, I'm here. And it's like, why?
Yeah, right.
Why?
The teacher's like,
Because you have
after,
no friends. Yeah.
Like,
wo-
no.
You woke up and the first thought in your head was high school? Yeah, okay, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna go visit the old stomping ground.
I'm about to go blow their fucking minds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jesus
Just with my
Christ.
presence.
It's just a
hello.
weird. It's like somebody who gets fired from a job that goes back. Dude, there's this guy in my old company I used to work for. He got fired
I love this
and
story.
then left and didn't leave. Like he got fired in the morning and then just hung around until like lunch. And he was going up to each person's desk one by one, be like, "Yo, bro, I got fired." And we're like, "Okay."
That's not good.
You know, in
Go-
the movies when they
go
pack up their
home.
shit and go, do that.
Yeah.
Dude, he's also the guy who took a photo of an NDA and put it on his Instagram and said, yo, new job starting today. I'm like, this is literally the one point. This is the one thing you're not supposed to do with an NDA is post it. Day of.
Holy
That's great.
shit,
I mean,
that's funny.
but like, those are two very similar activities.
Were you boys with this guy? What kind of dude was he?
Boys through a hometown and a mutual friend. But yeah, but just like, if you knew him, you're like, oh, this all checks out. But he's just kind of like, he's just like a hometown, like, just a guy.
He's always going to be there.
Yes.
Yeah.
But like getting fired and then just like still chilling at lunch is crazy.
That's insane.
Yeah, take the memo.
I don't think I've ever been fired, but I've quit in interesting ways.
oh please.
But like, so one time I don't know if I was fired actually.
If you don't know,
No, because
we do.
What do you mean? You
no,
don't
because
know?
I was delivering pizzas for this pizzeria, right?
Okay.
And I had the
With
back
the last
of my
name like
car.
Santagato, you have to.
Yeah, I know. And I'm in Queens. My dad did construction, was a fireman. I'm a
Yeah.
statistic.
This
We're
is all
yelling
made
at
up.
women.
This
It's
is like
bad. It's bad. It's nothing special.
Joe's not real.
I
AI.
was parking his van, and all I had to do was like turn in the front. So I was like, the back was like fully, in the spot. And a dude on a motorcycle went around a car, hit the back of my car.
Oh no.
And I look, and I just see a body flying.
What?
And he does a front flip and lands on his back and like skids. Dude, I'm 20 years old. I'm like, I just killed a fucking person.
I'm making minimum wage. I just killed a guy by parallel
Less,
parking.
by the way. My paychecks were like $60-something.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, you
It's good
tips.
exposure,
Yeah,
kid.
yeah, yeah.
What?
Tips. But I get out of the car. I swear to God, this is a real story. I get out of the car and I walk up to him and I'm literally like this.
Yeah, of course.
And two people were like, dude, we saw everything. You're good. Don't worry about it. I was like, thank God. The dude is laying on his back and he's not making noise and he has a cigarette in his hand.
Oh, I love this.
And he literally just...
He's like, if I'm going to heaven, I'm going with the
Bro, this is the
Winston.
most Queens thing I've ever heard in my
This guy
life.
flipped over the handlebars of a motorcycle, landed on his back, and skid like at least 20 feet and held onto his cigarette.
I love this
and was
guy.
just smoking it.
How do I vote for this guy for president?
I
Like,
don't know. He
that's
sued
who-
me though.
Oh,
Did he?
okay, never.
Smart, and
I'm
he
out.
got some money. Well, because Geico was like, oh, we're not gonna go to court for this, so he got like fucking 10 grand or something.
Wow.
Not my money.
So
Shit.
did it not save you 15% or more? This is fucking
No,
bullshit.
I mean, I don't think I paid anything, but
There you
So
go.
you got fired, or you're just like, I don't want to be
my
associated
boss
with
came out, and we both
The
just kind of
closet?
looked at each other, and he was like, we probably, and I was like, yeah. It was like a mutual.
this. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, we did.
Yeah, and I was like, I get it. Because
Yeah,
there was like
yeah.
an investigation that was about to, and apparently you're supposed to have like,
And let's be honest, any pizzeria in Queens is probably doing illegal activities. So they're like, they hear investigation. They're
It's
like,
all
you gotta
it's all
go.
a
You gotta
front.
go.
Yeah,
You gotta
yeah.
go. We
It
don't
was
want any investigation.
right near the back door of the pizzeria too. He's like, we can't have this happen here.
Yeah. This
But-
is where
Done
this
it
is
a
where the
block
bodies
away?
come in and out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, it was fucking crazy too. The guy I walked over and he's like, help me up. I was like, I don't want to help. I was like, your spine could be shit right now. Like
Yeah.
I pick you up and you just fall into a puddle. I was like, I'm not picking you up. And he's like, you don't want to pick me up because you know you did something wrong.
He said that?
talking shit to
This
me.
is like a movie scene.
Dude, literally, he's
This is
like,
it.
you don't want to. He's by the way, he's on his back, not moving. So
Cool
I don't know if he's
motorcycle
fucking
or like,
paralyzed.
like a Vespa, city bike? What are we
no,
talking?
it was like a motorcycle, and he like
fuck.
smelled like he was drunk too.
yeah, he's
So I was
shit.
like,
He saw a van and he's like, Grand Theft Auto time.
he's like, this is gonna be great. But then, yeah, he just fucking was like talking shit to me, and I was just like, all right, fuck you, dude. Like I was like worried. I was like, I hope you die. Fuck you.
Yeah. Goddamn. Australia, I am in the land down under right now. Wednesday, the 25th of October, I'm in Melbourne, the biggest theater I've ever done in my life. Brisbane, we're doing that October 27th. Brisbane, October 27th. Sydney, Australia, beautiful city, beautiful ladies. DM me October 28th, and then we're hitting Perth October 30th, and then we're done with Australia. And I don't have any tour dates after that. So listen, maybe you're in the States and you want to fly out to Australia and support your boy. What are you doing on Tuesday? You got to help your mom with yard work? No. Help Trevor in Australia drink beers out of a shoe. TrevorWallsComedy.com. Michael Blaustein, where are you going to be at?
I'll be in my little house. Little fucking house.
You can see Michael this weekend, October 27th in Houston, Texas. 5 shows, and tickets are moving October 27th through the 29th, November 3rd through the 5th, Salt Lake City, acronym SLUT. November 17th through the 19th, West Nyack, not a place. Dallas, Texas, December 1st through the 3rd. Go see Michael Blaustein, blaucomedy.com. Go see either of us. Or if you don't see either of us, that's fine. You listen to the show, and we respect that just as much.
Goddamn.
What's up, motherfuckers? Today's episode is brought to you by Blue Chew. Who Chew? Blue Chew. You already know what it is. And if you don't, you probably don't fuck. And that's fine, but you should find a different podcast. It's a chewable tablet that it's the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra. Levitra? Bitch, this ain't Harry Potter. I'm trying to get my dick hard. What do I use? It's Blue Chew. Listen, hear me out, dude. I have so much public embarrassment in life. Like, I don't, like, you want to go to a CVS pharmacy and be like, oh, my dick doesn't work. Yeah, crazy. They ship this to your door in a discreet package. Honestly, fuck the discreet. Let the neighbors know I'm packing, okay? Here's another angle, though. You're like, well, I don't have problems getting hard. Good flex. But what I might add is, how's your round 2? Oh, not good? Well, you need Blue Chew. Who Chew? Blue Chew. Because it'll get you double bricked up on a Tuesday. So, look, really what it is, it's just great. And you're like, I don't know when to take it. You don't have to know when to take it because you can take it whenever. It's not people. The conception is you take it and then you're just in the middle of a BK. You're not. It's only when there's sexual tension, unless you have sexual tension at a Burger King.
So you're saying you could take it and then just have it your way?
Where's my soundboard? Guys, the best part about it is you're a Stiff Socks listener or watcher, and we love you. And because of that, we're going to hook it up. Your first month, free, Free. All you got to do is pay for shipping. Just $5, just quick. It's not even the Bluetooth. It goes to UPS. So let them carry your package. You know what I mean. So try Blue Chew for free when you use our promo code SOCKS at checkout. And just pay $5 for shipping. That's bluechew.com. Promo code SOCKS to receive your first month free. Visit bluechew.com for more details and important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast.
Goddamn.
I love the people that get fired, and maybe it's only in movies, but they get fired and go, well, I quit. You know, they just reverse it.
And
I think that might only be in movies, but I think that's really funny.
That was the other time.
Oh, yeah.
Different pizzeria, by the way.
Really?
Yeah. And it was like reverse. Like I kept calling out because I was like I was already at the park playing basketball, and all of a sudden I was like, man, I really don't want to go to work right now. The run's pretty good. So I'll call up and be like, yeah, I got an emergency. My grandma fell down or something. And then it's like not
classic.
Like do it. And then
Grandmas
one time I just didn't go like for 2 days in a row. And then my manager called me. He was like, are you coming back? And I was like, I don't think so.
Yeah, my
and
grandma keeps falling.
Yeah,
all right.
Life alert got to charge up.
Yeah. He's like, all right. Fine.
It is funny that,
And that
like,
was it.
So you have been fired, but in like an
Weird
eloquent
way.
way.
not
Yeah,
on
yeah.
paper.
Not on paper.
Yeah.
No one's ever said you're fired. To
Right.
me.
It's like, you know what's going on here.
I've walked away from more than 2 jobs though. Like I just didn't I didn't tell anyone I was quitting.
Well, I think with
I was just
everybody
like, I'm
getting
not
ghosted
2
and
weeks notice.
yeah, I think with people getting ghosted, it's like very common. Like I did a show recently and asked the guy how he got fired from Taco Bell in the front row, and he goes, "I just stopped showing up." I go, "What did you expect to happen?"
Yeah.
Like you think they're like, he's just playing hard to get.
Yeah.
He'll be back.
Well,
just
like,
teasing us.
What is that?
Little
There's
trend.
like a term for it now. It's like quiet quitting or something.
Is there?
It's like
Oh.
it's like you like quit, but you don't like tell them like you don't put in your 2 weeks.
you're
you
just
get
ghosting.
fired.
Yeah.
Like by being a shit employee.
Companies also have been doing the reverse of that forever, where they just stop scheduling you, and you're like, you're not firing me.
Yeah.
But you just aren't booking me?
She's like, I'm working
I have no
3 hours a week.
because they don't want to fire you. Yeah, exactly.
It's like, what is the point of this?
I fill up ranch cups for an hour, then I leave.
Yeah.
But that's their way of being like, we don't want to fire you because maybe there's like a severance thing involved.
Yeah.
But they don't want
Yeah.
to like fire you, so they're just hoping you quit. So business has been doing that.
Yeah.
Been doing that.
But like fucking Taco Bell and like pizzerias and shit, they don't give a fuck.
Well, dude,
Like,
can you imagine? Like,
no one's getting severance from a pizzeria.
but I
Here's
think
12 mild sauces.
I think now when you're at this age where you go, if you were the manager, the GM of a fucking Taco Bell and or whatever, a pizzeria, whatever. Like, can you imagine hiring these 15-year-old kids? You're like, I got 2 weeks with this dude, and then he's not
God,
going
it's
to show.
so
I'd be
frustrating. Putting him work to train a guy, and then
That's
one
what I'm
day he
saying.
goes like,
Nah,
I'm gonna be a
bro.
rapper, and you're like, cool. Well, wrap up that fucking quesarito, you idiot. I don't give a shit. Like,
I mean,
like,
the amount of
trying
people that
to-
are in and out, bro.
trying to work with like a motivated like 14, 16-year-old is
nah.
gonna be insane.
It's impossible. And I can't even imagine like if I had a pizzeria being like, let's get a 16-year-old in here
Right.
to like run the
they're ambitious. They're young.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, they're gonna deliver this pizza. No, they're not. They're gonna hit a fucking guy on a bicycle.
Have
I
you
know.
guys like worked in a kitchen?
I worked at a Jamba Juice.
Yeah, but that's not hidden, right?
No,
It's all out there.
it was very frontal.
Working in a kitchen's fucking interesting too.
So I worked at I food ran in New York. That was my first job. So I had this weird, unique situation where I was back and front.
Right.
So I got all the shit from all the
Ambidextrous.
coked up goddamn sous
Is that
chefs.
true? Where people are
bro,
That's true.
They're
weirdest people work
wild.
in kitchens.
Tattooed.
Well, I always know like chefs like are like way past HR violations. They'd be hitting on the waitress, but it's
Hit,
also
like
hitting.
hitting
they
the
hit
waitresses, beating them up, probably.
Literally,
like,
bro. You
crazy.
You
hitting
drop.
on them.
But I think
Yo, they
that-
were hitting on me. I had a chef. His name was Rubio. Didn't speak English. Literally zero English.
learned how to say
whenever
Joe
the tickets
fat
were
ass.
there, bro. Literally, anytime the tickets, there was like these tickets, and he was like on the other side of this thing. Anytime I grabbed it like this, he would just fuck the hole in my fingers,
Dude,
Every
that's
single
Rubio.
time.
There was
Rubio.
literally
What
times
a
when I
guy.
would grab like chicken or whatever out of the what the fuck from the kitchen whatever, and I'm headed back. There's this one
Head.
fucking chef that would intermittently like follow me and then fake air fuck me as I'm
What is
walking.
going on back there? That's
Bro,
so
it's-
funny. We're like
it's-
at Carbone. You're like, what a nice steak. Meanwhile, in the back, just air fucking each other.
The thing is,
100%.
the place I worked at was a very nice restaurant, so it's lunacy. That's why it was a unique situation. It was a lunacy in the back.
Well, that's why they don't
and then
show
you have, and then
the
you have to
kitchen.
come. And then I'll have to come out with the food, and then be in the hello, how are you, darling, and then
Yeah.
be the fucking whatever.
Yeah,
so I
there's
have
a
to be.
sommelier. This pairs best with what's happening in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I don't care what pairs best with a lamb chop. Who's fucking who?
There was a little guy named Jose who worked.
Little
also
guy? What-
did
what-
not. Yeah, he was like, wasn't. Honestly, I don't know what to call him because he was like
he-
5 foot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So not
He's just vibing.
just like
Just vibing.
just chilling.
Just
you know,
great,
I think he's
great
just
titty
chilling.
height, you know?
Yeah.
But he used to clean like everything in the kitchen, and
Yeah.
then at the end of the day, he would like clean this one fridge. And I remember this kid George that I work with just locked them in there. And and there's a picture on Facebook of him in the fridge, and it's just like one of those like Pepsi fridges.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he's just there was nothing in it except Jose, and he's got a bottle, a
5 foot
spray
man.
bottle, and a fucking rag, and he's locked in there. And you see
It's
George
so
just going like
funny
this.
to me when you see the kitchen out front of a nice restaurant. Just because it's like the vibes are so different.
Yeah.
They're all fucking with each other. They're playing dice out there. They're yelling at each other, talking shit. But the front of the house is so like, do you have a reservation and this and that? It's like,
Yeah.
I always am fascinated by restaurants because there's so much chemistry and history back there. It's like who's fucking who. This
Everyone.
boss is a cokehead.
Everyone's fucking
This guy's a borderline
everybody,
alcohol.
dog.
You know, it's like there's so much of a story, but all the story leads to your food. It's just so funny. to
Yeah.
me.
Another thing that's kind of gross to think about. Same dude, Rubio. His pointer finger was just so rounded, right? Like weirdly rounded. And I remember
what?
one day he goes, "Hey," and I look at him, and he goes, and he puts his finger in the fryer.
Yeah.
It's now frying, and he just first
Like
he took
bubbling
a
hot.
Yeah. Oh, it's hot.
it's hot oil.
Yeah. Yeah.
But he took like the things that you would put like a side of sauce in, like little plastic things.
Yeah.
He like dipped it in and it melted it. So he can't speak English. So he's like trying to tell me with his actions. So he was like, "It's hot," and then he stuck his finger in it and then just went like this and went. And I was like, "Good day." I was like, "The fuck! I'm never ordering fries
Guys,
here."
Rubio.
Insane. Yeah,
Yeah.
dude. The amount of like disgusting thing that happen behind the kitchen, just in terms of like what they do to your food, is insane. Also, dude, there was this manager at that same restaurant that like were dated. I'm not shitting you, like 5 or 6 different servers, but she was the one who did the scheduling. So you knew who got the best
you know
shifts.
who was piping who?
Dog, because all of a sudden they would go from working like a Tuesday and a Sunday to like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And you're like,
That's awesome.
Bro, I'm not shitting, there was a part where I was like,
Do I gotta start fucking?
yeah, dude, I was literally behind on rent, and I go, am I literally gonna have to steal this woman from this guy because
so.
I need
You
to get
bringing
Thursday, Friday,
roses?
Saturday?
How's Friday night looking, huh?
Swear to God, I was like, and I was sitting in I remember this was like 4 in the morning. I was losing my mind because I didn't have enough money to pay rent, and I was like, Doug, am I literally gonna have to start flirting with this woman?
Probably, yeah.
It was a real plan. I was also 22. Who the fuck knew what was
Yeah.
going on in my head? But I was like, dude, I might have to do this.
Those are good days, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so.
Dude, those are the best days.
the best
Banged
days.
out Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never worked in a restaurant, so I don't know like what it was like. But like people have like these stories like that. They'd be like, "Oh, Fridays were crazy. Rubio was doing coke in the back. Janet's showing puss." Like
Literally,
I worked at a Jamba Juice. All of us might mentally not be physically all there.
Right.
I didn't think all you guys knew your colors.
Blue?
There you go.
No,
There's one.
dude.
Correct.
No, I literally think my shift manager thought I was like maybe a little slow because I was making the smoothies in the back and I would be slow because I didn't memorize any of them. She goes, "How about we just have you yell out the orders?"
Oh my
Oh
god.
my God.
But she was hot. Kimmy, I love her.
You know how bad of an employee you are when they don't trust you making smoothies at a goddamn job? Like, they want to trust you just to be vocal? Like, that, like,
but
read
dude,
this.
in my head, I'm like, dude, I'm fucking front and center. Hot chicks be like, "Yo, order for Veronica." She'll fuck.
Your first stand-up gig, just
Yeah,
yelling
literally.
Veronica? Yeah.
But I was like, but I thought, because I mean, I was in a frat in college. Like, yeah, I want all the attention. This was on campus too.
Okay.
So I wanted like
All right.
all the attention, you know?
Yeah.
Because then, like, to like cuck some dude, I'd be like, "Oh, strawberry whirl for Derek, extra soy." He'd be, "Oh, come on, man." This guy
doesn't fuck at all, Derek.
Yeah. But I didn't-
Dominating these dudes.
But it's one of those things where now I look back at it and go, "Oh, I was dumb." They
Yeah, yeah.
only had
Yeah,
me
they
yelling
were
names.
scared. They were
Oh,
scared
yeah.
that they fired you. They'd be like an investigation or something, you know?
Exactly.
That's what it is. You
Yeah,
can't do that
like,
stuff.
I'm Jewish. That's why you fired me. And
Yeah,
it's
that's
a whole
unbelievable.
fucking thing, dude.
I am. But yeah,
I
very
am.
funny. Would you guys ever get nervous when you go to like a fast food restaurant and the manager was taking your order? Like the person in the button up? You like got a Jack in the Box and they're like, "Oh, what can I give you?" But
Honestly, no.
really? I'd be
I mean, I get nervous every time I have to give my order to like a machine.
Me too.
Because I'm
Really?
like, they're like, "What do you want?" And like, they're always in a rush because they got 50 fucking cars and shit, and this is their 1,000th of the day.
Oh, and a
I'm always just
drive-thru.
like, I don't, hi. And they're like,
are you guys
what do
still
you
open?
want?
Yeah, man, I'm talking to you.
And if you
Oh,
can't
I never
understand
think
them,
they
and I'm
can
like,
hear
what?
me.
And he's like,
Yeah.
do. I'm like, I don't know what you're saying. I'm sorry.
I'm
You know
gonna write
what's
it
terrible?
down.
It was terrible is I feel like they can hear you perfect. We can never hear them. And then they get mad when I don't know. Confirm my fucking order, please.
Well, get a
Like,
FaceTime screen going.
Something, dude. Something.
Well, I like what In-N-Out does, and I'm not out here, but they just have a person out there. They just remove the dude.
Oh, just a dude.
Dude, they take your order, but
Chick-fil-A does it too.
But it's like, oh yeah, Chick-fil-A does, but like far from the restaurant. Like they're like a quarter mile from the restaurant taking orders. It's just a guy by himself with an iPad. You're like, you could get shot so easy right now.
Is there like, does that dude on like rollerblades or something?
No,
that's a
Sonic
Sonic.
used to do that, and then they cut they're not doing it anymore. It's too like
Rollerblades got too
inclusive.
expensive? Wait,
No,
what?
it's too like it's too much of like.
Oh, some people can't rollerblade.
Well, maybe that, or they're just like, dude, no, like jobs are already hard enough to
I don't
come
fucking
by,
know.
and they're like, dude, fucking, what are we gonna not have employees? Like, what's worse, like training somebody and then making sure they have rollerblading experience?
You know what's terrible? I just thought about this. When they had the rollerblades, Sonic, part of the training was people out in the parking lot,
Yeah.
learning how to rollerblade, specifically the type of rollerblade
job.
that you need for the. That's hilarious. So not only do you need to memorize the menu, you need to learn what the system, the fucking toast system, whatever, to put where the buttons are, blah blah blah. You also need to learn how to fucking rollerblade. That's
what I'm saying.
I mean, that's insane.
So with
I don't know about that.
every company hiring right now, you're gonna take that out of the factor. You're like, dude,
Right.
we'll hire anybody. Skate on the tech
yeah,
deck.
this is after COVID.
The funniest thing I ever saw one day, you know those sign flippers that have like little
yeah.
Caesar's $5 pizza.
Like the dentist's office.
Yeah,
Fucking
yeah,
that
yeah,
way.
dude. I saw one maybe like 5 years ago. This guy was doing tricks, spinning on his head. I was like,
think
this
it's
guy's
so tight.
crushing.
Yeah.
That guy's hoping to go viral so bad.
Yeah.
He's hoping somebody at a red light is like, oh no, don't film me. But I saw one of those guys at a park, and they were giving a class to like 10 other sign spinners. There was
my
like a
God.
class for it. And I was like,
Yeah.
damn, y'all couldn't have done that like in LA Fitness, like in
It sounds
private.
like a Groupon thing. It was like $8.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Find out how to be good at sign spinning. Yeah.
Saturdays,
Dude,
yeah.
I remember when I worked for WAG, the dog walking thing.
Yeah.
We all had to meet in a park.
Oh, that's
and we had to
trash.
like display our like dog walking / training abilities. And
Like
there was
like a runway.
dog.
Or
There
like,
was,
all right, Mike, you
With
go.
no dog?
Yes.
What was that?
Yeah, no, they had a dog.
There was a person who got down on a leash.
Yes.
All right, walk me.
Yeah. All right, eye contact, eye
that's
contact.
hot.
I'm peeing. What are you going to do?
Tell me to sit. Tell me to sit.
Did
tell
you
me to
bring
sit.
a bag? I'm shitting. It's
I'm
coming
shitting.
out.
Oh, no, there's
Don't
chocolate. There's chocolate.
Don't make eye contact with me.
No, it was just like it was.
Dude,
Just,
that dog is probably so confused. He's like, am I
I know.
going on a walk or not?
Yeah,
What is
what's
this back
going
and
on?
forth?
yeah, but no, it wasn't like a back and forth thing. It was just like, here's a dog. Show me like walk it for a second.
How do
show
you
me.
fail that test? Also, I'm a cat guy. I'd fail that. It would like lick me. I'd be like, I'm out.
I think if you maybe kick it, you probably out.
Yeah, but like, how do you?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, I think so.
Yeah.
How does that work though? You like show up to someone's house, and how do you get in? They like leave you a keys, like a
Yeah,
lockbox.
they leave you, like, lockbox, or they have like a code. or
Have you
something
ever
like that.
pulled up on a dog and it's like, oh no?
Yeah, dude. The first dude, I was
yeah.
such in a fucking. We were talking about this recently on actually last night on Flagrant. I was so down bad when I first
They
moved.
have dogs in their
to
socks.
LA. Yeah,
full circle.
brr. I was so down bad when I first moved to LA. I had $0, so I had to do the WAG thing. So to add some injury to this story, the first WAG I had, I opened the door and I couldn't find the dog. It was barking, but I couldn't fucking find the dog. I
Like
know
a
this sounds
smoke
crazy.
detector that's beeping?
No, dude. No. Honestly,
funnier than you gave
no,
it.
no. Ow!
Sorry, that was hard.
But no, but yes, exactly. The house was massive, so I couldn't find the fucking dog. I know
it's
this
also
sounds crazy.
bad when it's like a massive house. You're like, I'm walking a dog. I'm fucking bombing open mics. I
Yes.
hate this.
Yes.
No,
You
gonna
have
find this fucking
you have
thing.
4 armoires in one room.
100%. I saw a Fabergé egg. I was like, I'm gonna steal that bitch. I was so upset. Anyways, I couldn't find the dog. I finally found the dog, and the harness was some weird convoluted harness from like Malaysia or some shit. That's why they lose fucking planes. That's a joke. Anyways, so it was a.
I just picture you on a date saying that's a joke after every line to a chick. That's a joke.
She says something and he goes, "That's good. That's good.
That's good. Yeah.
Hold on.
We're
Hold on to
riffing.
that. Hold on to that. Let's build.
Ready. I'm going to do a callback. 3, 2, 1.
Let's build. Let's build. Let's
boom.
build.
Anyways, but it was some convoluted harness. I couldn't fucking put the harness on.
no.
Dog, I had a meltdown. I was on YouTube trying to figure out how to put the harness on. It gets way worse. I'm sweating, and then I'm thinking
damn.
the people are like gonna come back,
Watching?
whatever. Yeah. Dude, this is how bad it got, dude. I literally called my mom.
The fuck?
And I was like, I don't know how to put a harness on. Like, can you fucking help
How
me?
did you do it when I was a child at the mall?
Dude, so my brother was home with my mom. They're Googling shit. I'm FaceTiming them. They're
Like
trying
a
to tell-
chastity belt? What is this?
Dude, I can't explain to you. It wasn't a regular just you put it around.
Also, how did they know that you walked the dog?
Say again?
How do they know that you walked the
Yeah.
dog? Is it like an odometer on them bitches?
I honestly would have probably found a loophole. Like at
No,
this point,
yeah.
if I can't figure it out, I'm like,
We're going dental floss.
I feel like I'm just gonna not do it.
So I could do that, but also I'm like a dog person, so I would feel very bad for the dog. But there's a GPS on the phone, right? So
Oh,
you
it
can
tracks?
You can track the walk.
No,
But
I'm putting my phone in an Uber and be like, take a block.
Yeah. Like, damn, hold on.
Drive around the block.
You walked the dog to Connecticut? Yep. I'm dedicated.
There it is.
What? NBA 2K Mobile is here with a new look and features and gear to take the action with you wherever you are on the go. Join forces with your friends in crew modes and dominate the court as a team. Build your own custom dream team with your favorite NBA players, then optimize your lineups for success. Download NBA 2K Mobile free and start customizing your My Player and Dream Team today. I am flying to Australia, 14-hour flight. Thank sweet heavens that I can play NBA 2K Mobile on the flight. And you know what I also love about playing it? It makes me feel athletic. And if you know anything about me or the show, I'm not athletic. You see my Mets pitch? Trash. But you can pretend that you're athletic, and dude, it passes the time by flawlessly. And honestly, iPhone screens are so good, or Android screens, or whatever you have. It's like you're playing on like a Nintendo DS. It's fire. It's phenomenal. I love the customization. It really gets me locked. It's like my favorite thing. I just pretend that I'm that guy, and I'm not. So dude, you got 5 minutes to kill on your lunch break or on a flight to Des Moines. Dude, cook it up. Download NBA 2K Mobile free on the App Store or Google Play and use our promo code, get ready, Tatum 2K Mobile to receive a Jason Tatum Pearl to your card. That's Tatum, Tatum, then 2, the number 2, K, 2K Mobile. Tatum 2K Mobile to get that Jason Tatum Pearl to your card. Damn, I wonder what people have done to like find the loophole in that job. Every job has its loopholes, obviously.
My buddy Danny, he used to use WAG.
Yeah.
And he had someone walk his dog, and I think that one time he came home and there was something misplaced, or there was something like
There's
that.
gotta be a lot of weird activities going on.
He complained about something, or maybe they said something weird to him, so he like complained about it through the app or whatever. The same guy, I think, went back
Oh no.
and left a note. He was like, I'm gonna fucking kill this person. Like, came back and was just like, oh, you're fucking blah 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 in your review, like thanks for nothing or something like that. And I was, can you imagine? I'd feel mad violently. Like,
with
this
a
dude's leaving
rag
notes
guy?
to me.
Meet me at the park, bitch.
Also,
Literally.
he knows how to get into your fucking house. though.
Yeah,
That's what
like,
scares me about all those
I'd be like, yo, you gotta
services.
fire this. You can't go back into the fucking house.
Yeah. That's a. Oh, hold on, he left a note in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He went back to walk the dog.
Oh,
He left it like on the
Fuck.
fucking kitchen counter. It was like, it left a note. I'd be
Oh,
like, bro,
no.
chill.
spelt out in chew toys.
Yeah.
Dude, no.
What do you think the dog is thinking when a random person walks his house to walk him? Dogs are so happy they don't really know, but also wouldn't you be like, who the hell is walking me?
I think it's that. Who the hell are you? And then also sick. Take me outside, and then they love you forever.
That's so funny to me.
My dog is not. He's like a fucking. He's a golden doodle, and he's
I
just
met
like
a big old jolly
Yeah,
boy.
you did. And he's just like, whoever walks through that door, he's like, cool, we're going? We're going.
My
Easily
dog would
kidnappable.
lose her fucking mind at somebody. Like, I can't
In
hire.
like a bad way?
Yeah, I can't hire anyone to come. Like, it would have to be someone that she knows or I've met before. I can't hire.
Yeah,
like
you
a
should put her down.
100%. Yeah, it's over. 3 years old. She's had a run.
I hate how the vet is always like, yeah, you can either get this surgery or you just put him down. You're like, how is this the ultimatum?
Dude.
Where's the middle ground here?
Last year I had to put my family dog down.
Oh,
like the
fuck,
first dog
dude.
we had.
On
He was
purpose?
14 years old. Yeah, put him down hard.
Fucking, that's how the
Yeah.
Santagatos do it.
Absolutely crushed him. But
it sucks, man.
my
Sorry.
friend is a vet, so I had him do it.
Dude, that's terrible.
I know. I told him to after. I was
Text
like,
him, yo, you working Tuesday? Yo, what's up? You send him a gun emoji.
Yeah, I literally tell him all the time. I was like, yeah, you
Kill my
You
dog.
fucking killed my dog. And he's like,
Yeah.
please don't say that. But I remember when we brought the dog there, they take them in the back and like give them some sort of sedative or something.
dude, yeah.
When they bring this dog out, well, because they didn't kill him yet.
This hurts my heart.
But it's a little funny.
Oh,
But
yeah,
like
there's
they
always
bring
funny
him to the
too.
back to give him like some sedative so that he doesn't like feel anything or whatever when they put the injection in. So they have him on. They bring him back out at the same time. Me and my brother were just kind of like, what the? Because it literally the dog looked like in a cartoon where they have X's on their eyes and their tongues like hanging out of the mouth. And I was like,
wait, they brought the dog out like RIP'd?
no.
No,
It was
no.
just like it was like very
sedative.
sedated. So like he was just very out of it, and he was already old as fuck.
And they
like,
do that as like a final goodbye?
yeah, they were like, now they lay him down, and you're like with them, and then they put the injection in, and then the dog goes.
Oh
like
my
that.
fuck.
Wait,
But when he brought him out, I was like, yeah, would you hit the dog over there with a hammer, dude? The thing's dead already.
Yeah, it looks like a cartoon anvil.
Yeah, I was like, you
fell on
might
his head.
have like
I was-
over sedated him
Yeah,
because the
too
dog was like,
much. Yeah.
We had a thing like that
like,
with our
fuck.
family dog. It was during the pandemic, and it was like middle pandemic when you really weren't like, my parents were very skeptical about it, and they were like, we don't want to see you kids, da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
So the family dog, very old, put him down, and it was over FaceTime. My dad's like, "Do you kids want to say goodbye to the dog?" And my dad couldn't figure out how to flip the camera. So we're just staring at his face, and he's like, "Oh, hold on, I'm trying to show." And then my mom's in the background, just no, hit the button. My sister's yelling, "Hit the flip button!" The dog's just RIP'd on the table.
Yeah.
Hit the button. I'm laughing my ass off. I'm
The
like,
dog's
this
probably
is-
like, thank God I'm gone. This is a
But it's
nightmare.
just like this wholesome last minute with this dog, and it's just my dad's giant face being like, where do I flip it?
Yeah.
And then he's like doing the selfie on it.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
let's give the dog the 4K quality.
you just see your dad this close, and you're going, you're the best dog.
yeah. I don't
Snuffles.
want to.
You always sat when I wanted you to sit.
Yeah, it's just
That's
so
fucking.
funny.
It was horrible though, dude. I was like a fucking
it's
mess. I was a little
gut
bitch.
wrenching, man. Jesus
Dude,
Christ.
I can't even walk myself through that because my dog like just turned 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
But I will say I was walking my dog recently, and one of my neighbors came out to me, and I haven't really talked to my neighbor at all. I'm like on the fucking road. I don't really talk to my neighbors at all. And the first thing he says to me is, "Oh, how old's your dog? I see your dog sometimes." I was like, "Oh, 3." Big pause, and he goes, "My dog just died."
What the fuck?
And I'm like,
Like, I did not sign up for
that's
that.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I just
yeah.
And
No.
I know, and if I'm trying to be empathetic, I know that he's sort of just like looking at the dog and having memories of his dog, whatever. If I'm trying to be sympathetic or empathetic, sorry. But if I'm trying to be like, bro, what are you doing? Like, Why are you're throwing me this fucking massive bomb? I don't even know you. My dog just passed away. Oh, cool, man. What am I supposed to say? It just,
Cool, man, there's a Petco down the street. Figure it out.
I saw a video once, and it was an Uber driver, and he was driving this old couple, and they were getting out of the car, and they were like really nice when they were leaving. I don't know. Clearly, they were like having conversation, but you just catch the tail end of the video, and then they get out, and the guy goes to drive away, and then the woman knocks on the door, on the window. So he rolls down the window, and he's like, "Hey, yeah, what's up?" And she's like, "I just want to let you know." And she says something really nice to him, and she goes, "You remind me of my son. I just lost my son." If I was the Uber driver, I'd be like, What are you doing to me?
I know, dude.
Now I have to go home and cry for 8 hours.
I know.
But that one's nice.
It is nice, but it's like,
it
you
is,
look
but-
like my dad's son. Have a good day. And it's like, I have to work, dude.
Yeah, and then I have to
You
pick up
just
the next
crushed
person.
my fucking day.
Well, also, the next person that gets in your car, they don't compliment you once to be like, I reminded her of the son. Do I do nothing for you?
She's like, do I remind you of anyone that you love that's dead?
Yeah, exactly. I'd be fishing for compliments. Anybody pass away recently in your family?
Imagine you get 2 in a row and you're like, all right, what's going on?
Who?
Yeah, I'm
why
close
are
to death, for sure.
Yeah, right.
Oh, right.
It's like, I'm next. Everyone who looks like me is dying, clearly.
How do you feel about that, though? Because sometimes that happens to me very randomly. I'm like at a
About what?
CVS, and I'm like, oh, they'll be like, oh, how are you? I'm like, I'm good. How are you? And they go, tough day.
Oh,
and then just unload on you. And
Well, they're alley-ooping themselves. They know they want to say it, but they're
Exactly.
bouncing off your forehead to go, I'm fucking lonely.
Yeah.
like, but like if you're lonely, dude, I get it. If you're sad, I get it. And there's
you?
there's half of me that wants to be like, all right, man, let's talk about it because obviously you need to talk about it. There's other half of me that's like, this is fucked up. I'm having a
Yeah.
good
Yeah,
day.
the fucking
I don't know
O'Reilly's.
you
My
at
car
all.
is flashing blinkers everywhere.
Yeah, I don't
I'm just
know
buying
you.
batteries.
Yeah,
Why am I?
100%. And you
Yeah.
told me that your dad just died in a fucking circus fire. What's happening?
But I get it. Like it's what
I do get it.
Well, it's hard to like if somebody says it to you. We're all human. You hear that, you're immediately gonna empathize. But it is
Yeah.
weird, like thinking about it later. I don't know. Whenever people talk to me like randomly, it's you hit a certain age. My dad does. My dad will talk a fucking Starbucks employee's ear
Yeah.
off. Just about whatever. Oh, pumpkin spice is back. You know, last year it was back in August. That's a little early for a pumpkin spice. I'm like, Dad, listen.
In and out here.
We gotta go.
Yeah.
We gotta go. This girl does
person
not give
doesn't
a
give a
fuck.
fuck.
This girl was doing whippets in the back. She doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. When you hit a certain age, I was at Petco the other day buying fucking cat litter, and this lady turns around. She's holding a thing. She goes, "Oh, food's half off today." All right. She's
To you?
Just to me. Just
Amazing.
an intrusive thought.
What'd you say? What was your honest
I
reaction?
laughed. I went, all right. Because like,
Yeah, dude.
it could. She's buying cat or dog stuff. I'm buying cat stuff. We have zero commonalities here. She just like blurted a thing. Like,
Would you look at that?
Yeah, dude,
Isn't that something?
It's a
I
it's a
just
product. It's a
laughed.
product
I
of
was like, what?
age to me. I also think it's a product of like living. I think it's living alone too. I think you
Yeah,
get so
yeah.
used to talking to yourself all the time. I see it all the time at grocery stores. Like someone would be picking out avocados and like, I don't know if I like this. Hold on. Sharon, do you like this? Literally talking to yourself. Oh, that's a little rough.
Also,
and
I
they
don't-
have a full conversation with themselves and they're just used to
yeah, that's what
talking
it
to
was.
themselves.
It was a full conversation to herself, but she was looking at me, so I felt obligated to be like, "Oh, all right."
Yeah.
Also, I used to live like pretty much in the city where I was much younger. Now I kind of live a little bit outside of the city where it's like residential and shit.
Yeah.
So she is probably riffing every day. She's going to Noah's Bagels and
Neighbors,
be like, "This
yeah.
smear is pretty schmeary today." They're like, "Oh, you're
She's
crazy,
waiting for the
Jen."
mailman to be like, oh, hey, Jerry.
Yeah.
Joanne.
So I'm the
Yeah.
one in the wrong. I'm the city guy being like, "Bitch, why are you talking to me?" And she's like, "I talk to everybody."
I have like a love-hate relationship with that because I do like getting in and out of places. My dad is also like that. My dad, when I was younger, would be like, "We're gonna go see my friend," and it was like a guy at a souvlaki stand, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
"How the fuck do you?"
Yeah. Dads know everybody.
Dude, literally. And also he has a weird sense of direction. He could get from like here to Alabama and like know what streets to get there. He's like, all
I
right,
don't
take,
understand.
you go
My-
south
my
to the
mom too,
405 to I was like,
Yeah.
what?
What do you mean, Joey? And then he names
was
off
like, "You've never been
30
there."
highways. Yeah.
Yeah.
You take the 10 to the 4 to the 5 to the 9.
He's like, go north. I'm like, I'm not following stars. I
Yeah,
grew up
yeah,
with
yeah.
GPS.
Yeah.
I'm doing that.
That's the thing I do. I don't know. I have no idea where north is ever.
Never.
Ever.
Ever.
Ever. Do
I
you
have
know
no
where north is
idea.
It's the
right
opposite of south.
now? Hell yeah.
That is true though.
We found it out.
Thank you.
Dude, you're so right. Honestly, it's really good.
Prize Picks is our next sponsor of the podcast. You're probably wondering, what is Prize Picks? Well, you shouldn't. They're a very established company, and you should already know. If you listen to the show, they've been a long-time sponsor. But let me tell you, for the new people, in case you're, you come from the basement yard. Hey, sports, we like sports around here. Stick around. Don't watch my Mets pitch. He goes from New York. Joe's fans, how we doing? Prize Picks is the most fun I've had winning up to 25x my money this football season. You can select 2 or more players, pick more or less than the projected stats, and place your entry. It's very simple. And I still struggle learning my left from my rights, and I can do it. You go, all right, do I think this guy's gonna score more or less than that? It's so simple that it's fun. Like I feel like I'm in I feel like I should have like yellow tinted glasses when I'm playing. Like, hey, we're higher, we're lower. Da, 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 da. Gabe, you for real won some money on this.
I won some money on this, and it makes it so much more fun to just sit down. You know, everyone says baseball is the most boring thing in the world. It is. But if you are playing daily fantasy with Prize Picks, it makes it more exciting because my team got eliminated, but I get to just like have a little stakes in the game and have some fun.
I love when there's a team I don't like and somebody on the team I don't like, I'm going, under. He's getting under this. You kidding me? You think he's getting more 4 RBIs than this? Dumb. But the cool part is if you use our promo code SOCKS after going to prizepicks.com and use our code SOCKS, they will match your first deposit up to $100. You put in 25, they'll match at 25. You put in 50, they'll match at 50. You put in 100, guess what? They're matching at 100. So go to prizepicks.com/socks and use code SOCKS for a first deposit match up to $100. Prize Picks! Daily fantasy sports made easy. God damn. But somebody asked me for directions recently, and I want to be like, I was in my car and they went up to my window. I was like, and asked for directions. I want to be like, huh?
How?
You have a phone in your hand.
Bro, also, recently, a guy came up to me and he was like, do you know how to get to fucking someplace in Williamsburg? And then and I was like, oh, you want me to look? And at first I was like, I'm an idiot. This is how you get fucking robbed, bro.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm like, I'm not pulling out my phone right here. Like,
it feels like you're trying to do some shit because we all know there's technology in everybody's right pocket. You can all just whip out a phone.
Yeah. And he pulled out a piece of paper that had
crazy
in the upper right corner,
loose paper in public is insane.
It was a little drawing of streets.
Probably a Venn diagram
like
of your apartment.
And then it was right. And then it was like just steps, like fucking MapQuest. But he wrote it out.
Yeah, that's
I'm
crazy.
like, how is this a thing?
But that's good that he had that paper because you go, oh, you're insane.
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean the corner was a manifesto.
He
it
had
wasn't
serial
anything
killer
else.
like handwriting too. It was like scratchy and you're like,
written in
okay.
blood.
Yeah, you ever have a serial killer with good handwriting? Like you're not even trying.
You know how the girls have that
Good
super cute
penmanship?
S's and shit? It's like that.
Dude, girl handwriting, I probably could come off it. It's so neat and like you could
It is good.
smell like the Bath and Body
And
Works
they
on
never
it.
fuck up words. They spell everything right.
Everything right. You said there's no eraser marks at all.
But it looks like
Crazy.
a font. It looks like every word has the same flow. Like mine is like, it's just all like slants to the right.
And then everything's misshapen, but everything there is like all the same.
I have pretty decent handwriting, but my sizing is like bad.
Yeah.
And I need a line.
I
Like
just
if there's
do
no line, I'm
oh,
just writing
it's a
on like
nightmare.
computer paper.
Dude,
Shit is like,
On my fucking whiteboard, I do a whole thing. Oh, this is right, and I
It's a
step
wrap.
back and go, "What in the fuck is going on?"
I'm so
It's like a half pipe. Yeah.
I need like a fucking like tape measure. Be
Also,
like,
half my words are in like cursive. Like it'll be if I'm spelling there, it's like T and the H. Then the E and the R and the E, we're just looping those together.
Yeah,
you
or
guys are a joint custody family now.
I'll do fucking uppercase, lowercase.
Me
like,
too.
I'm like, well, my dad. I've never seen my dad write a lowercase letter literally in my life.
I'm a big uppercase guy. Everything.
Really?
Never seen it.
I don't
Are you
know
an uppercase guy?
for whatever reason.
I like the uppercase.
You guys
I'm
ever,
uppercase guy. Yeah.
You guys ever practice your signature growing up?
Yes.
Like on the
Hell
paper?
yeah.
Hell yeah.
Dude, so I don't know. I was at TW. But as of now, my signature, whenever I sign anything, which is a lot, never. I don't know why I do this.
Usually when people bombard me, I have to do it really quickly.
Usually when
It's
I'm
like
back
crazy.
in 1903 and they're like, can we get your autograph, sir? But I do capital T, capital R, and then the rest is EVO, lowercase, and then all the R's are uppercase R's. I don't know why, but it looks cooler. It's like T, then uppercase R, EVO, and then uppercase R. I don't
like
know why.
that.
It's like cool, but it's also like if I was on the other side and I got the signature, I'd be like, shut the fuck up. Double R's, Rolls Royce, Rick Ross, sit down.
We get it, dude.
But
Jesus
at
Christ.
Least, but at least yours sort of makes sense. Like mine is just like an M and a B, and it's written in a way where you sort of don't know what the fuck it is. So then you're like,
That's why they got the guy on Pawn Stars to come in. They always have a guy on Pawn Stars. You ever notice that?
I fucking love that
They're like,
shit,
yo,
dude.
you know, this plant is from 03. I got a guy who knows everything about snake plants. Let's
Like,
get him
actually,
in.
I got a Chinese rug guy, and he's right down the road.
Yeah. He's
They're always
available
right down the road,
now.
too. Yeah.
And then they look at the guy who's trying to get the appraisal, but you don't mind waiting real quick. He's like, where's this guy coming in from? Is he flying in from Detroit?
Yeah.
It blows
I
my
have
mind.
to pick my kids up from soccer
I
practice.
just want to know
What
like
the fuck's happening?
how specifically they've gotten it. We have a General Custard condom. I actually know a guy who knows all about condoms. We're gonna bring him in today. He's in prison, but we're gonna bring him in today. They always have a
You're
guy.
flying in from Newark. It's
He's like, you don't mind. You have all day, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah,
it's
yeah,
gonna take him 8
also,
hours to get
you
here.
don't mind.
But like, dude, they could have like 5 like extras in the bag being like, I'm an appraisal. You guys like got a top hat and a monocle, but I trust him.
I've never seen an episode of that show where it's like worked out for like the guy of them being
didn't
like,
watch
oh, this
it.
is actually really expensive.
Well, because
Good for you.
it's their show. So it
Yeah,
probably is very
exactly.
expensive if they're fucking them in
I
the
would,
ass.
if I was a guy, I'd be like, well, I'm gonna bring fucking my appraisal, okay? I'm
Yeah.
gonna bring my own. If I'm trying to sell this, I got a guy too.
It's just a guy who works at fucking T-Mobile.
Yeah, but
You're
I'm
like,
saying,
yeah,
like-
this is a Civil War sword, yeah?
Exactly. But who knows if they're not doing that at the Pawn Stars cast?
They are.
Exactly. So I'm
Everyone's
bringing my
getting
own
fucked.
guy. You got a
Oh,
guy, I got a
see.
guy.
Yeah.
If
Everyone
I'm
needs
trying to
guys.
sell this pillow, because this is from, I don't even know.
Probably West Elm, $800.
Yeah,
I'm
it
gonna
looks
bring it-
like a bunch of pussies, to be quite honest.
But
Fat
you'll
ones,
see.
yeah.
Hey, come on now. So now, so now I'm walking in there with my appraisal, be like, well, he said it's actually 12,000.
Oh,
And
yeah,
then they
you're
start
one
duking
up
it
in there.
out.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Oh, so now the appraisers are going
That's
at
what
it.
I'm saying.
Then they got a kiss.
If I'm trying to sell something
Then
to
they
the
gotta-
Pawn Stars people, yeah, duke it out. Jake Paul.
Guess we
Logan
got
Paul,
a kiss
fight.
then.
Yeah.
Guess we got a kiss.
Like, what is the show becoming?
I'm gonna bring an appraisal guy on dates just so she like, you're not that funny. I'm like, actually, here's a clip of him last night crushing at the Stress Factor in New Brunswick. I need an appraisal guy in life.
Actually, it is pretty fucking funny. You know how many tickets he sold last year?
Did you ever do stand up?
No.
So you did YouTube? Still
Yeah.
do a little?
And yeah, I just did podcasting, but stand up next year.
That's amazing.
Dude,
What's the plan?
Dude.
I didn't know this. I'm so excited.
Have you talked about it yet?
No.
Congrats on coming out on stand up. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm coming out now. Yeah, big.
Big
coming
stand
out
up guy.
the,
Dude, he's a
uh,
stand up guy. You and Frank tour or just you or
No, I mean, yeah, we're gonna do the podcast.
the pod live? You have to.
Have to.
Yeah, we're gonna do that, and then sometime next year too. Because I've just been like writing and shit, but like also like I've talked to people for like all the time about like doing stand up and stuff.
Well, your aim with this is like all the stand ups.
Yeah, and like I really just like focused on like building out the digital side of everything, and now
course.
like I have like a team of people that, like a lot of content goes out and it's
Yeah.
like kind of like functioning, and now I feel like I barely do anything. I'm like, oh okay, now I can start writing.
Now I
and,
have
like, get
enough
on
time
stage.
That's
with-
the
yeah.
that's great. 'Cause
Yeah.
now you just focus on being funny.
I was always just like super paranoid growing up, like doing YouTube and being like, this is not going to last forever. So you're like, you have to.
Yeah.
So I was like, I really need to make sure that
Tell
I'm
me
doing
it'll
this.
last
and not
forever,
s-
Joe. Tell me it'll last forever.
But it's like now you have a bunch of different things also. But like,
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
when people were just doing YouTube? It's like that's all they did, and
Yeah.
people fizzled out, and now they're like not making money.
Yeah.
So I was
But you were
like scared of that.
a part of the era where like YouTube ads were like nuts. Yes or no?
Yes, but I was. So I was making money on YouTube before like the Adpocolypse, they call it.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Pretty good fucking name.
But that was like an era, dude. There was a guy we used to work with on YouTube. He did pranks. Meaning this company used to work for All Def Digital. I ran the social media, but this guy would do like pranks.
Which company?
All Def Digital.
Oh, okay, yeah. I know
This
that.
guy did pranks and like he would like. I mean, I don't even know what they would be.
They're doing crazy views though, like
they-
the prank and
but
social
because
experiment
there
era.
was only social experiments. There was only one place you could go viral at the time. It was on YouTube.
Yeah.
So now you have video do like 5,000 here, 5 million there, whatever. It's all collected.
Mm-hmm.
But this was the one place, and he would do like. Telling my girlfriend I'm cheating, and it's so staged. The thumbnail is just an ass taking up the whole frame.
Bro,
Yeah.
I hate
50 million views.
that shit. Yeah, it's crazy, and they were probably like making hundreds of
That's
thousands
what
of
I'm
dollars
saying. Every
just doing
time
that.
he'd come to the office, it'd be a new car. Like it's just racking out.
Is he still like successful? This guy?
No, but I mean, I don't know. I haven't kept up with him, but like, like he was getting, he had an apartment, then a house, and a big crib, and then like it started. The Adpocolypse hit.
Oh, fuck.
Now he's in the townhouse.
So what?
Now we don't have that car.
Right, right.
What were the numbers? Like, do we know what the numbers were? I've like
what?
briefly talked to Trevor about this. Like,
Well,
like before YouTube started cutting ads.
Well, it's
revenue,
really weird with
like-
shorts because my views have never been higher, but my payout's the lowest it's ever been.
Really?
But I'm talking about before. I'm sorry. Like, what it was?
Before.
What, it was like. Are we talking about like 2 times what it is now? 3 times? Like, what are we
3, I
talking
think.
about?
So at that time, I stopped making YouTube videos kind of like at the fucking peak of like the popularity that I had. It was like oh, those videos were like in a week they would get over like 1 million views or like 1.5 million views, and everything would just kind of like build off of each other.
Yeah, yeah.
And the money was like good, and then all of a sudden it was like, I think there was something about like cursing or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
everyone was like, there was so many. I never got like a clear answer on like what was going on. I honestly at that moment didn't really give a shit because I was also building out a couple of other things to make sure that even if they took this away, I'd be all right.
Gotcha.
So, but I remember like month to month, the pay cut was like 65%. Wow. So it was massive. But then it came back.
In racks. The social experiment guys.
Those guys were going crazy.
5%.
Yeah, it was like it dropped like that.
Crazy.
But a lot of people changed the way that they would make content too. Like I was cursing a lot and doing whatever and just like being myself in those videos. But I was like, I'm not gonna like not do that now. The fuck. So I just kept doing it. And even so, like the money was like great, and I wasn't like, my apartment wasn't fucking crazy or anything. So I was like, I don't like even when you cut it, it's like the fucking 35% was still good. You know? So I was like, whatever. And there was other like streams of income, but some people got fucking killed. It's like this is all they do. And
then
they also spent crazy too. Probably.
They thought that price was forever. Then you get used to that lifestyle, and then it's not that.
Yeah. And luckily, I had people who were just like, none of my friends gave a shit that I did any of this stuff. Like,
you gotta have those people in your corner.
Exactly. So I never like got to like, whatever until I was like I never got anything like crazy nice until I was like, okay, I could definitely afford this now.
Yeah, we have a very similar like thought with like money and stuff. It's just like, man, you just don't overspend. Because I think my number one goal always is I want to do something because I want to do it, not because I need to do it.
Exactly.
And it's like, and my agent calls me and says, hey, do you want to do this show? I don't ever want to be like, yes, because I need it. I want to be like, yeah, I'll do that because I want to.
My business partner always makes fun of me and says that I hate money because I'm like, yo, I don't care. I'm not doing it. Like, I literally don't care how much money it is. Like, I will say no. Like, I've done it like with ridiculous things, and I'm like, I don't feel like doing it. Fuck that.
It's a great position to be in.
It is.
It is. And like, I remember this is the story, and people were like, you're a fucking idiot. But like, when The Rock was starting his YouTube channel, he was like, he did this thing called Rock the Promo. And it was like, he had a bunch of like online personalities would do like they would cut a promo back and forth to each other, like talk shit. And then, it was like this whole round robin thing. So they wanted me to host it. And I was like, oh shit, like that's fucking crazy. Like The Rock's starting a YouTube channel and they're gonna film it. And they're like, yeah, it's gonna film out in LA for like 3 weeks. And it was not like, the pay was like literally nothing basically. And I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Like, so, cause I was just like, I just don't feel like doing that. And they were like sending me all these things about like, the views and whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, no, I was like, I just, I'm working on my own stuff here. I'm not going to go out to LA for 3 weeks to film this thing.
Yeah.
And then the last thing was either going to be filmed in Vegas or Hawaii or something. And I was like, yeah, no, not going to do it. And they were like, all right. And then they're like, what if we come to New York? I was like, yeah. And they're like, okay. And then it ended up happening.
Oh, really?
They came to New York. Yeah.
Oh, isn't that great?
But the power, we say this to each other all the time, man. The power of being like, nah, is
power of no is crazy.
Yeah.
Because that industry does not hear it.
Right.
It's so jarring to them for someone to be like, nah, I'm good.
Well, they also are like, it's The Rock. You'll come to LA. And then you say no. And they're like, oh, all right.
Exactly. And I was just kind of like, yeah, I would love to do that. Obviously, I fucking loved The Rock and Stone Cold growing up. Like, obviously. But like, I just, I didn't think that, like, I don't like feeling like I'm being controlled by someone else's thing, or like I'm being muscled into some shit. Like, I'll always just say no to that. Like any ultimatum or whatever. I'm like, well, fuck, I don't need this shit.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not doing that.
Do you think it's just because you've been around entertainment shit for so long, you just kind of navigate what you liked and what you didn't like? Because I'm sure going through YouTube, you went through the ringer of like having like a YouTube manager and like a YouTube partner, and you're like, this doesn't do anything.
All of those things, I always, like, even to this day, I don't have anything. Like, I have an agent, but like, I don't have a manager. I've never had a manager. And I do everything in house, like all the editing, everything. I never outsourced any of that shit. So if someone's doing something, I hire them.
That shit gets me like fucking bricked up. Like like you and Schultz got all you guys, like your team is in house. I'm like, fucking, I love that.
But I used to do it all myself too.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
All of the editing. And now it's funny because we just started doing a different like YouTube thing that I do like bi-weekly now. And I edit those just so I can get a feel of like what it was gonna be, and then find an editor so I could give some like notes to them. And I was like, I can't edit anymore. Like, I fucking hate this.
You like graduated from that.
Yeah. So I was editing the podcast, which is like not hard, but it's like very tedious. It takes forever.
Sure.
At least in the way that I'm doing
It's
it.
not like a 30-second TikTok clip. You're like, oh, an hour 30. Great. 4 angles. Awesome.
It's like, it's horrendous. So like going back and forth was just brutal. So I was like, I don't want to do this anymore.
That's our
and
producer.
then that's your editor.
Yeah, thank you.
But so then doing this, I'm like, fuck, I definitely don't want to do this anymore. So I'm like in the middle of right now, like looking for another editor because I was like, I don't want to edit ever fucking again. Like it's horrible. I hate that shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's good for a little bit, and then your schedule gets busy, and you forget, and you're like, oh wait, I have to go to Syracuse today, but I have to edit, and then you're like on a flight with like a hard drive. People think you're gonna blow this plane up over there. You're just putting out more drives, and you're plugging shit in. It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I've told this before on on podcasts before, but when I was doing the podcast with Kate Wolf was when I met you.
Yeah.
I would meet comedians all the time there. That was like the first time I was exposed to like, that was like not the first comedy club I've ever been, but like there, and then meeting people that would come in to be guests on the show and stuff. And people would always ask, they'd be like, are you going to do stand up? Are you going to get on, and I was like, yeah, I'm like thinking about it, like doing it now. I was working at Elite Daily, and then I was doing the podcast and doing my own videos. So it was kind of a lot, and being like, oh, I'm also going to write and do stand up and shit like at night or whatever. And when I met Tim Dillon, he was the first person to. By the way that I met Tim was hilarious. I like got his highlight reel or whatever the fuck, because he was like nobody, just doing shows in New York, and he was hilarious. And I was like, this dude's fucking great. And I worked at Elite Daily, and they had like a good following, so I had to audition him for a series on a thing that I was producing for Elite. And I'm sitting here like, where do I get off sitting in this chair doing it to this guy? You know? And like, we were always like cool and stuff. But he was the first person to be like, are you going to do stand up? And I was like, yeah, like I'm, thinking about it and just finding the right time to do it. And he's like, don't. He literally was like, he's like, don't do it. He's like, everyone who's doing stand up is trying to do what you're doing right now. He's like, just focus on that. Because this was also before anyone was posting on social media and stuff. I feel like back then a lot of comedians were like too cool to use social media.
Jazz of like maybe like this year or last year, now everyone's on board. But like through the pandemic, you either took advantage of the fact you had all this downtime and editing skills, or you were like, nah, I ain't doing that shit. But now everybody
you like have to, bro. Like
you literally
do. Part of the game.
It's
like just being in a club and going up is like not enough. It's like you could if you kill, it's like there's fucking 50 people here.
I mean,
you have to count on all of them following you, and
you have to count on word of mouth. We back to the 03 days, but like, you got to see this kid, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
But now it's like it's really a part of it, which I don't know. It's you either roll with the times or you don't, and I don't know.
Yeah, so I feel like I would have gone up a lot earlier if he had not said that to me, because it kind of like put it in my head of being like, I feel like this, like I always felt at the time like this is not the time to do this. Like I feel like I have something, but I don't know what it is yet. I'm just like I'm gonna keep doing it.
I think what you should do, and I mean take it or whatever, I think if you and Frank do the podcast live, you can like work jokes into that, and then if you just like riff some with Frank that like crushes, and you're like, oh, people love this, I can turn that into a bit. Yeah, I mean, the pod.
Our show is just that. Like we like it's
same. Yeah, I mean,
it's just kind of like people are always like, "Do you write?" Or I'm like, "What write?" It's like we just get in there and start talking shit about each other.
Let's just say a bunch of things that'll ruin our careers in 30 years.
And we just look at game and be like, delete it.
Yeah.
So I feel more comfortable like doing that than like anything. So I mean even when I'm thinking about like writing jokes or doing whatever, like I don't think, and I don't even know, because I don't like I haven't had this conversation with comedians or anything about how they write. I know some write down to the word.
Yeah.
But like that just doesn't seem like something I would be able to do. Not that I would be able to do, but like that I would want to do. Just like a general concept with some things, and then just kind of like work it out. Like eventually,
that's sort of what it is.
You find it out. There's no like right mixture. I do a lot of like voice memos, because what we were saying with the writing earlier, my brain thinks faster than I can write. So I'm like, hey, it would be so funny if and then I'm still, trying to spell the word Wednesday over there. It's like
wait, what was I saying?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's like, I just end up scrabbling shit, and then I go to look back at it, and I don't remember it. So I just use voice memo, and I'll just talk it out. And then I'll like, be like, oh, okay, something was funny in this, and I just try it.
Yeah.
I will write down to the word, but I'll write it in a way where it's loose enough where I can still add tags and kind of meander within the written shit, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it doesn't feel this like locked in fucking have to do it.
The hardest I ever bombed is in college. I wrote out a set word for word.
Yeah.
And then I went and tried it at an open mic. And I remember this guy was smoking a blunt, and he looks at me and goes, why are you reading that? Like, you got to just speak it up there. And I was like, yeah, dude, you're smoking weed, bro. What do you know? I went up there that night, bombed my dick off.
Oh, he saw you reading it.
Well, yeah, because I was sitting in my car with the car door open. This guy was next to me in front of this open mic, and I'm just like going over, like reading it out, probably like rehearsing it, like
Yeah.
trying to memorize it. And the guy's like, if you're memorizing, you're not gonna be thinking, you're not gonna be present. You're just gonna be thinking about the words. And I was like, yeah, dude. What
It's
do
just
you
a
know?
random dude.
Another open
It
mic
probably
comedian.
turned out to be, it
Oh.
was probably fucking Dave Chappelle.
Yeah, it was,
and
it's
that
like-
was Louis C.K.
Oh, dude, the day I filmed my special, he's just standing there like, he's finally off book.
He's in the back and he's like,
Yeah.
"See?
I fucking told you, dude.
Yeah,
But I knew you could be something."
But little did I know that was great advice.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I just saw a guy smoking a blunt. I was like, yeah, dude, what do you know? Weed man. And then I ate my dick. Then I bombed so hard.
Yeah.
So hard.
Yeah,
I'm trying to remember
that
it.
to me is like that would be like very difficult for me to be
Yeah, I
like,
was like trying to memorize words, and like that's why I think I'm not great at acting. Is I could be better. I just never memorize a full script because I'm like trying to remember the words instead of acting.
right.
I'm just regurgitating and not like acting as that person.
That's exactly how I feel about it. Is like I can't remember shit. Like you give me a thing and I'm like I can't.
But here's the thing: you can, both of you guys 100% can. But I think what my acting teacher told me, which is still sticks with me to this day, is he goes, when you think that you know it, then you go over it 10 more times.
Yeah, okay.
Because you don't know it.
Right.
You have to know the words, like how we know our stand-up act.
Yeah.
You don't think about it; it just comes out of your face. It's like that's how much you need to know it,
Right.
And then you can operate through instinct and not be
The
like, what's
problem
the next
is,
word? What's the next word? What's the next
I'm
word?
always cramming it the night before an
Yeah, yeah,
audition.
it's fucking awful.
And then
That's why
turn the
acting
camera
sucks.
on. Yeah, I mean, I'm
It's fucking awful.
All my like best take is like the 19th take, but like in this day and age, there's like who's it? They do one take, Scorsese or something like that. They do like one take. You get two, maybe. I don't like maybe like one person ever got two.
You ever see those TikToks where they show like movie clips and,
And
the
then the
script
script?
underneath?
Yeah, I'm
like,
it's like
they-
sometimes they go off a little bit and then the other person like knows and I'm like, this is amazing.
I love those. I love those because I'm also
Yeah.
like, hold up, this guy's fucked up once. I would
Yeah.
have flubbed the first line.
Or like when he goes off script, the other person kind of like is noticing that and like gives the like a beat and like it's crazy.
I love watching good acting.
Being a good actor is like
I
fucking
love it.
Yeah.
What a cool
Yeah,
like.
it's really cool to be a good actor. You know what I mean?
Are you a good actor? But like they're so mysterious too.
I thought he was upset. That's how
Yeah,
fucking
yeah, I
like
thought I was upset.
whoa,
Now
whoa.
what am I?
horny.
Coming?
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, you guys got
Pissing
it.
your
good,
pants?
good. I'm back on WAG.
Yeah. right.
Wow. Should we get into some questions? And
We
wrap it
definitely
up?
should. Dude,
We
we
got
got
2 questions real
Yeah,
quick,
our
and we'll get out of
producer.
here.
Oh, we got
It's
questions.
so good.
2 questions.
So, which low-key dipping sauce do you think should be standard issue, like ketchup or ranch?
I think we can lose ketchup and replace it with barbecue. Barbecue's number 1 in my heart.
Barbecue
My
is
plate.
number 1, but I'm losing ketchup is like a wild
Lose
thing to
ketchup
say,
is
honestly.
crazy.
That's a wild thing to say.
How? Why?
Because it's like good on it, not everything, but like bread shit.
Bread shit. Guy who's never
is-
eaten anything ever.
No, but
Alien
like
for
you know, with
sure.
like, you know, like hamburgers, like there's like bread involved.
yeah, but I'm going barbecue over ketchup on that.
I would too.
You know?
Wow,
Barbecue
so-
makes me do a couple of these. You know, it's like,
I'm gonna
it's
say
got
something
that-
wild. You know what's the best sauce to me, and I could lose ketchup.
Tartar
and-
sauce.
Sir, no, but close.
You look like
honey
a tartar
mustard.
sauce.
I could go honey mustard over
Yeah, but
anything.
sometimes
That's
honey
crazy.
mustard is like
Too much.
It's because it's like
But on
this
what?
is too mustard.
It's like a C's
Where's
candy.
the honey?
Yeah. Oh.
Because I don't like mustard.
I don't like mustard either. Mustard can
honey
suck
mustard
a dick.
I'm weird. I like mustard.
You like
over
mustard?
ketchup?
mustard and relish? Like this got a little bit of tang to it.
Hold on, you get
Bro,
a
you
hot
been
dog,
working
you don't
out?
put ketchup on it?
No, I do mustard and
Dog.
relish.
Yeah,
What?
that's weird. That's
Yeah, but
weird
you
as
guys are
fuck.
like New York East Coast guys. Fucking hot dog. Yell at a lady.
First of all, hot dogs are not East Coast; they're American.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now fucking
4 trucks.
red, white, and ballpark
Here
frames.
we go. Ah!
Yeah, ketchup is like that's like farm league baseball to me. It's like sure you can be brought up to the pros someday. I'm
Yeah,
not starting with that.
I get what you're saying. I don't necessarily disagree.
Hanes, great, but when restaurants do their own homemade ketchup,
Heinz?
Heinz.
what I
Heinz.
say,
Haynes.
boxers.
You're
Haynes.
talking about
Michael
you're talking about-
Jordan.
This guy's talking
Respect it.
t-shirts.
Hey, they make Fruit of the Loom, right? But you know when restaurants make their own ketchup, it is never good.
Never good.
No.
I will say,
What are you guys doing?
Hanes is the best.
Heinz.
Heinz. But like, don't try to beat the system. Don't try to make your own ketchup.
That's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
Heinz
Yeah.
is the best.
Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing?
I don't like it. First of all, you're giving too much side work to these people. Less. They
Well,
don't, they don't
like,
need
it's
to
been
make
per- it's been
ketchup in the fucking
perfected.
back.
It's
Yeah.
been perfected.
What is this? What are we doing?
So what are you doing?
Smashing tomatoes in the
I
back?
would Chipotle mayo.
Chipotle mayo is great.
Love Chipotle mayo.
so
I would put
good.
anything. I'll dip anything in that.
I would dip Chipotle mayo in Chipotle mayo.
Also, you know, like you ever
Give it to
have
me.
Papa John's and they have like the garlic butter
Oh,
sauce?
bitch!
What is that?
I don't know. It's honestly
put that in a car and it'll go.
semen,
Literally,
dude. It is so good.
I would
stuff.
jerk off with that stuff.
I have.
Yes, dude.
I have. He
great.
has. He has.
Yeah.
He showed me.
So you're starting with honey mustard, which is crazy. You can't put honey mustard on eggs.
Yes, you can.
What the fuck?
Yeah, if you're a sick pup, yeah, for sure.
Yeah. If you in a straight
Yeah.
jacket, maybe. That's
Hold
like
on,
a
you-
last row meal.
No, you can
put
do honey mustard
on eggs.
I mean, not a lot, but dip a little bit, and it makes everything sweet.
Wait, I was riffing.
Wait,
You've
you're
done
doing that?
Do I do it consistently? No. Have I
You
done
have?
it? Yes. Yes. Dude, honey
In
mustard.
public?
Well, not in public. No. with
people?
my pants off for sure.
Dude, that's crazy.
It's
if,
so
if,
good.
if I'm working at a breakfast restaurant, how is everything? You guys got honey mustard? I go, yeah, just a second. FBI, open up. I'm calling somebody. I'm calling the boys in
You're
blue.
not allowed to have honey mustard before like 1 p.m.
Great point.
No, you can.
You're right
Dude,
at
I've
one.
had the amount of
Right
Subway
at
sandwiches I've had that should not have honey
Sandwiches, though.
mustard on it, but I go before 11. Fucking 11.
You go to Subway before 11 a.m.?
You go to
Yeah.
Subway for
What are you,
breakfast.
I've
construction
been-
worker?
I've
What are you
been
doing?
multiple times.
Suddenly, I feel unsafe in here.
Yeah.
Like,
You
I
should.
just- yeah,
You
like,
should, because
that's
I'm a good
sickening.
actor. I don't even know what that means.
The blonde hair is starting to freak me out.
But
You
I-
get breakfast at Subway?
Guys, underrated. Underrated. And I get
like a sub.
Are
Like, what do you get there? What do you get
underpaid?
at
Why are
Subway?
you going there?
Well, what I get is the flatbread. They have flatbread breakfast sandwiches. Listen, none of it is real. It's all horrible.
You're getting flatbread. Pep. You're
Hey!
getting flatbread breakfast sandwiches.
Breakfast sandwich.
And I put bacon on it, and the bacon's not real. The eggs aren't
Obviously,
real.
yeah.
The
That's all
bacon's
like.
3D printed.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah,
it's 3D printed.
the bread is a
it's
lounge
fucking
chair.
Legos. It's none of it's real. It tastes good, but I will say I do salt and pepper, and I do honey mustard on it.
That's insane.
Listen,
dude.
guys, I also shove feet in my mouth. So
yeah,
who
you
knows
do a
what
foot
the
fetish.
fuck's
Yeah,
happening?
your taste buds
but-
are askew.
Yeah,
Maybe it's good.
I think it is good.
Feet, like whole feet, like whole.
He's into it.
I've done two.
Big
Yeah,
foot
five
fetish guy.
fucking great.
Wait, what? 2?
2 feet. Yeah,
He's like the Joey
Big as your
Chestnut of
fucking
feet.
mouth. Jesus Christ.
I got a big mouth.
You're really into feet like that?
Yeah, it's
Love
great.
them.
It's great.
It's great. No, it's honestly,
What is it? Is it
honestly,
the arch or what?
the arch? The arch are fine. The arch is fine.
Toes?
Toes are fucking white
God.
toe
Toes are the
polish.
tits.
Oh Jesus Christ.
Do you like search toe stuff?
Yeah, of course. Get like, dude, I like if I mean, if a girl was like, "Do you want head or do you want a foot job?" I'd go foot job over. It's not even a question. Not even a question.
He just goes to Pornhub and types in
The honey mustard thing is like
Checks out.
but it's like way down the list now. That's at the top. This makes a
Dude,
lot of sense.
honey
They level
mustard,
out.
honey mustard as fucking lube. I swear to God, that sounds so hot. to me.
You would take honey mustard off a girl's foot?
I'm 15% to 20% harder. Like yes, 100%. And
I would do it with the Chick-fil-A
fuck
sauce.
that so-
Chick-fil-A sauce is the number one sauce
We
in the
didn't
world.
talk about that. Chick-fil-A sauce.
No, that is good. That is good.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I
okay.
thought you were
For a
I was
out.
saying like,
For a second, I was like, oh yeah, okay. That was the man instincts, and you'd be like, yeah, fucking hell yeah,
You guys like the Polynesian sauce?
It's good, but
I
it's
haven't
not
had
as
that.
good as the other sauce.
It's not Chick-fil-A sauce, but it's a close to for me. I love that Polynesian sauce.
People like it.
You
I
guys
haven't
around?
had that. No.
I just think
Oh, get it.
what
And
ruined my
some
life is
nuggets in?
realizing the Chick-fil-A sauce is just like mayo, barbecue, and honey mustard. I think it's like
Honey mustard.
But
You bitches.
yeah, but it's a part of
It's a
it.
chicken nugget.
What do you mean?
It's different.
Oh, what? Hold on. What? Oh, chicken nugget. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand.
Not
I
on a
understand.
Subway sandwich.
Yeah.
Why
At
don't
10
you guys-
a.m..
Don't knock it before you try it. The breakfast is good. Have you guys ever had Subway breakfast? The answer is no. So try
No,
it.
I had
We
a
grew up
father.
with our parents loved us. I
Well,
think.
see,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
the
yeah.
difference. That's the difference.
He didn't have
I
a
didn't have a
father growing
dad.
up.
Yeah.
All right. So
But he's still out there.
Next one. Yeah, he's somewhere. Just joking. Boca Raton. Big shout out to my dad.
Doing
right.
plugs for Boca?
Yeah, he's great.
If I was gonna
promo code
make a joke
divorce.
where your strange dad is, I would have said Boca Raton.
Of course.
That's where they all are.
Yeah, the Jews,
this
they're
is where
there.
you go, dude.
All right. What color do you associate with these numbers? You ready, Joseph?
Yeah.
5,
Red,
8,
purple,
2.
blue.
Trev, what color do you associate with these numbers? 5?
Yellow 5. Maroon 5. Maroon. It's a band.
Honestly, not bad.
Maroon.
It's a band.
We're doing bits.
8.
Purple? Did you say purple?
I did.
Oh, fuck.
Wow, it's great. Yeah, this is good. 2.
Blue?
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Does this mean I'm like on
Hold on. Let me just.
You want me to read it back?
Yeah. Read it to me so I can erase what you guys said.
Just say it in a different like.
Yeah, good.
All right. 2.
Yellow.
8.
Dark green.
What the fuck? Go Packers.
It's like magenta.
I get real specific.
5.
Macaroni and cheese.
Stop. You give me what? What color?
5.
Brown.
What palette are you?
Ew, dude.
You have this Midwest tone going on.
Yeah,
right
you
now.
got a lot of.
Why
going
is everyone
on.
so mad at me?
What was dark green? By the way? I thought we were just doing Roy G. Biv, and you threw dark green in there.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
We got tones
It
now.
was just whatever came to my head.
Motherfuckers over here, opaque.
Oh,
Yeah.
What the
guys,
hell?
sorry I'm creative.
I didn't
Eggshell
know we were
yellow?
doing like nail polish colors.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
I'm sorry.
Somebody's dated a woman. We get it.
I'm
We
sorry
get
I'm
it,
operating on a
dude.
different fucking scale. You guys are like, oh, yellow, green.
What does this
No.
mean? Is there an answer to this?
No, it's just a question. All right.
Oh, what the fuck? This is like a BuzzFeed article, no quiz.
Oh, I don't. This is from Gabe.
Dude,
I
you're a
don't know.
Slytherin. Moving on. Moving on.
What if just the FBI walks in with a gun? They're like, "Who said dark green? Who said dark green?"
You have kids in the basement. We know. All right.
do.
So, wiping debate. We've had it on this show before,
Yeah.
but we want to really get your take on it.
Yeah.
So, when you wipe, are you front to back
Yes.
or are you back to front?
I'm front to back, like towards my spine.
Well, this guy's honestly on a most wanted list.
Yeah.
He's
I'm
the
not.
opposite,
Yeah.
and he's fine with it.
Oh, you're going towards your
I go
balls.
back to front. I go reverse mullet.
So-
but I pull the sack up, get out.
Wait, hold on. What are you doing?
Yeah. That's what.
Oh,
thank you.
dude. No.
Yeah.
You're gonna go
Yes,
through
yes,
your legs.
Yes,
I do.
Yes.
Hear me out.
Yes.
Hold on.
Sit your honey mustard ass down. No, because I'm here. And I use wet wipes.
Hold on.
I use wet wipes.
That's fine. That's good.
Please don't judge me. I'm wearing a lot of pink, I'm wearing a lot of baby
You're
blue
wearing
right now.
a lot of two.
You're a
bits.
two.
There you
I'm
go.
a two.
Bits.
Yeah, you
So-
didn't say that though. You said like fucking brown or something.
Whatever.
Yeah.
You hit someone on a bicycle.
You're like diarrhea.
First of all, a motorcycle
yellow.
is way cooler.
So this is not right, but I don't know. I wasn't close.
Do
to
you
my
stand
father.
up?
No, I used to. Now I sit.
You retired.
Yeah, it was too
You
much.
got too old.
Hey,
You're
you
like,
heard his
"Eh."
MCL.
But I was too nervous. Like, what if somebody walked in on me and I'm just like, whoa! Like being ass out when somebody walks in is crazy.
It is crazy.
Okay.
Like ass up in the air.
So you're sitting down and you're digging into the bowl.
So what I do, yeah. So I lift sack and dick up, left hand. It fits in one hand, shocker. And I go here and I take a wet wipe and then I just go like this. But I'm not like wiping into my balls. Everybody thinks I'm like fucking like smearing it on my stomach. Like it's
I'd
not
watch
like it's
that.
no. It's like it's clean and then out. It's not like I'm like wiping up. It's just clean with the wet wipes and then dry off. I don't know. It's one of those things I just do it. I don't know why.
Wow.
I also jerk off with my left hand and turn it left. I don't know, everything's off.
What did you just do there? You turned it upside down?
Yeah.
Turns it
You go
upside
like
down.
this?
Yeah.
He turns it upside down.
I pretend
with
it's
not
like a-
his dominant hand.
Do you actually though?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
You go like this.
Yeah, but just on the tip, because it feels like it could be like a mouth
person.
or correctly.
I will say.
How do you
that-
make your hand feel like a foot?
I go.
He just goes
I,
like
sock
this.
on
No,
it?
I do it. I go like this.
Take it out like a
I go
puppet.
like this. I swear to God. I
You
go like.
really?
I don't
Wait,
like
wait,
make
wait,
a
wait,
fire.
wait, wait,
Boy
wait.
Scouts.
Wait,
Boy
wait,
Scouts.
wait.
I'm hard.
What do you
but
do?
I go. Sometimes I go like this and fuck it.
What's the weirdest thing growing
There
up you
you
ever think
go.
you piped down? Couch?
Couch. You fucked the couch?
Oh yeah, my couch
One.
was my slut.
How'd you
Let me tell you something, Joe. Each couch got a little crevice.
so but how do you get in there, dude?
It's
Dude,
right.
when you're
well,
13, you get creative.
For me, it's this way.
Oh,
what?
Yeah, there's.
You're going front and center?
Yeah, that's a pussy. How are you gonna fuck that?
I don't know. I was 13.
That's. I mean,
I
you're,
was hopped up off Mountain Dew. I'll find a crevice.
that's true.
I jerked off in a bunch of condoms when I was younger.
Wow,
you had
wasting
money.
condoms, huh?
Well, I was
I
just,
still
it was
do that
before I had
sometimes.
sex. I was like, I want to know what this is going to be like.
Oh, practicing. Wow.
Yeah, I used to
No stray objects ever caught it?
I did. I tell a story that I once accidentally
Yeah.
There we go.
fingered a Tigger stuffed animal.
Can we say that
You
word?
can't say that word.
You can. You got to be careful, but you
You got to hit
Yeah.
the T.
Yeah.
Hard.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay,
But-
so going back to the stuffed animal.
Yeah.
You accidentally.
It was a thing. Yeah. So like what happened
was a thing.
the stuffing came out where its pussy would be. So I
But, yeah.
was taking the stuffing and putting it back in like this, and then I was just like, huh.
Hold on.
Yeah. I was like, that's not half bad.
And you never worked at a Build-A-Bear? You're like, that's too dangerous.
No. Never worked at a
Like,
Build-A-Bear.
he
No.
wins a big animal at a
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
circus, and he's like, I can't
I-
accept this.
At the interview for Build-A-Bear, you're like, just
Keep it. I just wanted to play.
They're like, you know, we have a machine to stuff these, sir. You're like, no, I got it. I'm gonna do it the acoustic way, sir, Your Honor.
I'm old school. I like to do it by hand.
Yeah. I think we got to wrap up here. Joe Santagato, listen to Basement Yard. It's fucking so funny. I did an episode years ago. Go back, watch it. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, dude.
Thanks for having me.
So fun, bro.
Yeah, and if
Do you
you,
have
see
anything to
Joe
plug, dude?
doing stand-up, go check it out. Very funny man.
Thank you. Yeah, you guys go check out the Basement Yard, and my personal page is at Joe Santagato. Might as well.
Hell yeah.
Beautiful.
All right, dude. Yeah,
Awesome.
thanks
Thank
again,
you.
man. This was so fun. And that's it, guys. Till next Wednesday. We love you. We're feeling around for the Patreon. And also, I got a big old dick. Goodbye.